past couple of weeks has been really stressful, and I've been trying to force myself to do all the work that I can get done that I'm behind in, but I'm realizing that I need to take some time out for myself in order to be able to refresh my brain, mind, and get back into the things I love. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We are going to be going into the city, having a wonderful day out with my friends, and just refreshing in something that's so good to refresh in: salt water. Yes, we are going surfing, we are hanging out with friends, and we do have one appointment, but come along with me on this wonderful refreshment day. I'm naturally a heavily driven person, so when it comes time to rest, I usually run in the opposite direction. The constant stresses of how I'm going to pay my next bill or how I'm going to make my next paycheck are always in my mind. And of course, running my own business means that business is pretty much on my mind 24/7. This year, I'm taking charge of my time. I'm making a deliberate decision to have days off. I know, pretty revolutionary, right? Not. But what is a little different is I'm taking a long weekend of 4 days rather than 2. A 4-day weekend may sound like a lot, but it's what's necessary for me, especially with my declining health. Sunscreen. Got to be
So it's gonna be
all
a hot day.
sunscreened up. It's gonna be like 40 apparently, nearly, or maybe high 30s Celsius.
Yeah.
I always have to like say Celsius because like most people watch my channel from America, so they're always like, that's cold.
That's cold.
30 degrees, 20 degrees Celsius is so cold. Why are you saying that it's
I'm
not?
just using the mirror.
Want to know where I got my sunscreen from? Full influencer style, not really. I don't even know if you can get this anywhere else other than where I did. It's called Feel Good Ink. Not the song by the Gorillaz. Not to be confused with that. Okay. Let's go. I got so busy with work that I was missing out on the things that I love. You see, it's not just running a business that I desire the most. I'm an explorer at heart. I explore new activities and new places up and down the coast and west. And considering that so much of my time has been taken up at the moment, cooped up in a hospital room, I really should be making the most of the time I have out in public, discovering old hobbies and relearning old ones. Making the most of this life that God has given me. We can spend all our time building up a career, but at the end of the day, what's a career gonna bring? Well, it'll bring money, but what's that money gonna bring? Because when we leave this earth, our money doesn't come with us. Yesterday I watched a video by Vanessa Lau, a successful $1 million YouTuber who quit at the peak of her career last year. She described something called the scale trap. A trap she claims she got caught up in, where you need to scale your business over and over again in order to find some point of worth in your life. For some people, that's what they like, but for Vanessa, she said she hated it. She decided she was happy making a doable income in order to live off. And maybe that's what I want. Personally, as a Christian, I find my ultimate purpose in Christ, not in my business. But sometimes with a business, it can be hard to see that. Not to mention how hard it is to see your beautiful friends around you. It's like you can never catch up because you're always working.
I'm at the Domain, which is like the big park in the middle of the city of Sydney, and I'm using my phone for the remainder of this vlog because my camera died. RIP camera. No, it's okay. It's gonna come back to life and resurrect this afternoon after I charge it. Anyway, it is so hot today. Oh my gosh. We went for a surf, as you saw. I was really struggling today because I tried really hard to get to where I was with surfing for a while, and I built up so much muscle and so much strength. And then obviously last week I had another pseudo obstruction, meaning my intestines went into paralysis, and I was in hospital for a week on IV nutrition, and I just lost so much strength, so much muscles. I'm so tired. I'll get there. I just had no strength really and no muscles to be able to push up on the board, which just really annoyed me. In the end, there was so many surf schools that came that we just couldn't get a wave without crashing into people, and we're like, Okay, it's time to call it quits anyway. I've got to hang out with my friend, as you saw, so I've got a bit of time before my next appointment, so I'm trying to think what I'm gonna do, and I think I'm going to go see this library place and show you guys because it's massive and so cool. It's the state library and it's like right there, so let's go have a look at the reading room together, shall we?
I've decided that money isn't everything. So as long as my business is earning enough to live comfortably, with some fun experiences here and there, then I'm happy and I don't need $1 million income a year. I've decided that I'm probably gonna be happy at 100,000 a year and maybe cap it at 200. Whatever my business makes, I just want to be sure that I'm not prioritizing money over the things that matter. Part of me really loves the hustle, but now I really am longing for the slow living. I grew up in a small, sleepy agricultural region by the sea, and everyone there just lived a quiet, slow-paced life. When moving to the city last year, it was really exciting to see the hustle and bustle that I'd never experienced growing up. But now I've lived here, I can say I've experienced it, it was fun, and I still have to live here because of my health, but I am hopefully going to live a little slower. And you may be wondering how I can do that in a city. Well, it could be as simple as taking trips up the coast. My long-term goal is to buy a van and deck it out. That will be my holiday home. And wherever I go, it will come with me with everything I need.
Hey, so appointment went good. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but I will note a few things. It went good because we have some things to try. Basically, my bum is being a bum. The lower part of my GI tract is being an issue, whereas previously the upper part of my GI tract was the issue, and now it's like my lower one is being really bad. So first we're going to try going dairy free, which I hate the thought of because I love dairy, but I'm kind of hoping though that it is dairy, not because I want to give up dairy for the rest of my life, because I totally don't, but more for the fact that if it is dairy, then we don't have to go to more drastic things, I guess, because if it isn't dairy that's the issue, we're going to have to see another gastroenterologist, but one who specializes in the lower GI system, so like colorectal, and apparently she works with my current GI, so I'll still be seeing my current GI for like the top half, but I'm gonna have to see another GI for like the bottom half, which is just like, I'm hoping I don't have to, because like money and time, and I would love to be doing other things like music than that, but we'll see. I'm jumping ahead of myself. Anyway, let's just try the dairy first, and for the first time in my life, I'm hoping that I'm actually dairy free.
But that was a Friday in my life, my crazy, wonderful life. Question for you guys: what hobbies mentally help you refresh from the chaos of life? Let me know in the comments down below. Love you guys. God bless.